Pete Buttigieg's abortion comments to Chris Wallace go viral. I trust women to draw the line. A friend went through exactly this issue. I can't remember the diagnosis, but the third trimester showed such serious abnormalities she was distressed beyond belief. He died in her womb days before the procedure and lost the ability to have any more children. She wanted that child so much, she celebrates his birthday 10 years later. Those 6,000 late-term abortions are not political talking points, each and every one is a tragedy. Here's the key passage. Do you believe, at any point in pregnancy, that there should be any limit on a woman's right to an abortion? Wallace asked. I think the dialogue has gotten so caught up on when you draw the line that we've gotten away from the fundamental question of who gets to draw the line, Buttigieg said. And I trust women to draw the line. Wallace pointed to late-term abortions and asked Buttigieg what his position was in back and forth. You would be okay with a woman well into the third trimester to obtain an abortion? Wallace asked. These hypotheticals are set up to provoke a strong emotional reaction, Buttigieg said. These aren't hypotheticals. There are 6,000 women a year who get an abortion in the third trimester, Wallace said. That's right, representing less than 1% of cases a year, Buttigieg replied. The data from 2019 appears to support his claim, according to a Los Angeles Times report. So, let's put ourselves in the shoes of a woman in that situation. If it's that late in your pregnancy, that means almost by definition you've been expecting to carry it to term, he went on. We're talking about women who have perhaps chosen the name, women who have purchased the crib, families that then get the most devastating medical news of their lifetime, something about the health or the life of the mother that forces them to make an impossible, unthinkable choice. That decision is not going to be made any better, medically or morally, because the government is dictating how that decision should be made, he said. A woman doesn't just choose to have a late-term abortion. It's not like she's saying, nah, I change my mind. For the overwhelmingly majority of these women, they planned on delivering this child. Something has happened to prevent this. Usually the mother's life is on the line. It's a horrible decision. And when people scream God's will, they overlook all the things we do to interfere with God's will, from the medication we take to the surgeries that we do. Women are not having third trimester abortions just because. These are wanted pregnancies and the child is incompatible with life. Carrying the child to term can be physically dangerous for the mother. This is not an easy decision. I've read some stories about women who had third trimester abortions and it is devastating. I wish people did their research before throwing baseless accusations out when it comes to third trimester abortions. If anyone knows a single-issue pro-life voter, pass this along to them. It's a Facebook post made by a pro-life woman. Link: https://thuiofImprovement.com/2020/10/07/ An 88-year-old evangelical woman will cast her first vote for a Democrat in November. I have felt a heaviness in my soul lately. For the past couple of weeks, I've felt it, a weight. The heaviness. So this morning, when a block of time unexpectedly opened in my schedule, I closed myself in my room, read some of John's Gospel, opened my journal, and prayed, okay, God. What is it? My heart feels heavy. I need to write. But I don't have words. What is this feeling? And I began to write heartbreak. It's heartbreak. And disillusionment. I've been here before, so many times before, since 2016. And here I am again. I keep seeing Christians say they can't vote for Joe Biden because of his stance on abortion. I've seen Christians proudly state they are single voter issues, it all comes down to abortion. So they'll vote for Trump because he promises to appoint Supreme Court justices who will overturn Roe v. Wade. That's the one and only thing that matters. But why? Why is that the one and only thing that matters? Is that the one and only thing that matters to Jesus? Reading through the Bible, I would say unequivocally no. What does the Bible say directly about abortion? And I ask this from my pro-life heart. The Bible has far far more to say about pride, about abusing power to mistreat the poor, about lying, about treating others with hatred, about humility, about seeking forgiveness, about faithfulness, about all of that than it does about abortion. So, Christians, why are you so willing to toss all of those morals aside? Why are you so willing to turn a blind eye to so many behaviors that are completely, blatantly in opposition to the heart and character of Christ? When I read about Joe Biden's stance on abortion, I see a man who has wrestled with his faith. I see a man whose heart wants no abortions and who has struggled throughout his years in public service to determine the best way to accomplish that. Is it by making abortion illegal? At one point, he said yes. Is it by prohibiting government funding of abortion? At one point, he said yes. Or is it by supporting public policies that make abortion rates decline? This seems to be where he's landed. This personal wrestling resonates with me. I have had those same wrestling matches within myself. Did you know, between 1981 and 2016, the sharpest decline in abortion rates occurred under Democratic presidents, not under Republican presidents. The rates especially dropped under the leadership of President Obama and continued to decline after he left office. Most everyone agrees the reason for this is because access to contraception is key in preventing pregnancies. And under the Affordable Care Act, contraception coverage became more widespread. Even though some states enacted new abortion restrictions between 2011 and 2017, by 2017 57% of the nationwide decline occurred in states that had not enacted new abortion restrictions. So there is evidence that pursuing legal action isn't necessary, or effective, to reduce the amount of abortions. I am pro-life. I would like to see zero abortions. I also want to honor and value the lives of women who find themselves in the position of considering abortion. Those lives also matter to me, so I don't believe criminalizing the choice is the best way to truly help those women. I think public policies that offer help and hope, financial and medical, are the best ways to reduce abortions. Therefore, I need to find political candidates who will support programs that help the women who are most likely to feel that abortion is their only option, candidates who support making effective contraception affordable and accessible to everyone. I also want a candidate who values all life, refugees' lives, women's lives, Black lives, poor lives, lives during a pandemic, the lives of people who disagree with him. You see, when you say you're voting for Trump because you're pro-life, I can't take you seriously, because Trump has not proven himself to value lives. For the love. Read his Twitter and show me how this man values life. When you say you can't vote for Biden because of your Christian beliefs, I can't take you seriously. Because again and again and again, Donald Trump's words and actions fly in direct contradiction to the character of Christ. For the past 4 years, I've been so disillusioned and heartbroken and sad to see so many Christians abandon their morals and contort their beliefs in order to justify their support of someone who so obviously violates every moral and value I was taught in the church. Somewhere along the line, political masterminds decided that evangelical Christians could be manipulated into believing abortion and gay marriage are the only two things God cares about. Friends, that is a lie. You have been hoodwinked. Obviously, you don't have to vote for Joe Biden. But you can't use our Jesus and the Bible to defend your support of Donald Trump.